The light goes in the wrong direction.
We've got natural lighting, Isaac. We've got natural.
Okay, crazy.
So I am joined by Germany's own person. It was an absolute nightmare to get you because you're always on the run. It is Isaac.
I know.
How are you, Isaac?
I'm good. I'm actually pretty good.
And first of all, I will apologise for the terrible pun. I'm sure you are used to those by now with the
Yeah,
songs.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I have two hobbies. One of it is doing music, and the other is talking. And this is like it's perfect to me.
I mean, they all involve vocals, so it's just fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have to, considering your other hobbies, talking, do you have to be contained before musical performances? Because I'm aware that if you speak too much, it might affect vocals on later performances.
No, it's a warm up.
Warm up.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I need to talk before I can go on stage. It's like the best warm up you can do. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Just general talk or like just natural?
Yeah, I mean, you can start like talking a little bit calm in the beginning of the day, and then the more you talk, the more power you get in your vocals, and this exactly the same thing you do when you're singing, that you have like the pressure on your chest and to spit it out, you know.
Absolutely. Well, Isaac, we are, I'd say, roughly halfway through the pre-party stage of Eurovision. How's life been so far for you?
Crazy, I'd say.
I can imagine.
I mean, a lot of things to care about, and a lot of strategy, plan, doing stuff, I don't know, and a lot of traveling, a lot of interviews, a lot of doing music and radio and stuff, and I don't know. It is a lot, but it's so much fun.
Is there points when it can become maybe too chaotic at times? You have to sort of mellow down, calm?
No, not really, because I have a really good team. And they're so good organized, and I'm so messy, you know, I'm so messy. And they give me so much structure, and this is so good to me. I mean, there are like some sections of interviews where I know, okay, the next 2 or 3 or maybe 4 hours are just interviews. Sorry.
That's absolutely fine.
And I can totally deal with that.
Yeah.
Because I know after those few hours, there's gonna be silence, and then I can chill for an hour or something, and I don't have to think about what's coming next, because someone's coming over at some point and telling me what I have to do next, and this helps me a lot, definitely.
Massive. I mean, it's probably everyone's dream to have just someone tell you exactly what you do as you follow it up. Do you want to keep the team after May? Is that what you're trying to aim for?
I hope to. I hope I'm gonna be as important as I am now, right after the Eurovision Song Contest, because I love that way of living. I can just focus on whatever I do, and everything else where I have no talent to is some work for someone else, and I love that.
Well, what I can imagine is, because obviously you've got a family of your own, do you sort of have to play that role of telling your kids what to do in terms of the structure of the day, or like?
No, that's my wife.
Fair play.
She's also like a very big part of my team.
Massive.
Yeah.
Well, that's very good. What's the support been like from her and the family? Because I imagine they're still in Germany right now.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is here.
Oh,
She's over there. That's my wife.
Oh,
yeah. She's nearly always with me, and but my whole family, they're all like very supportive. They absolutely going crazy, and they were like, "Oh, we're all going to MALMÖ," and then they heard what it costs, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're all watching from at home." But they're absolutely hyped.
Yeah, it's a bit expensive, MALMÖ, as someone going myself. So, going on to back a bit to national final and obviously applying for Eurovision. One thing I always find fascinating with artists is answering the question, when was the moment you knew you wanted to go for Eurovision? Whether it was just in general or specifically this year?
It wasn't that year. It was in 2021.
Nice.
It was in 2021. I released a song. And that was the first moment where I released a song that was, how do I say? That was the first song that was known by a lot of people. A lot of people heard that song.
Nice.
It was the first song ever that had more than 1 million streams. And a lot of people were like, man, you have to go to the Eurovision Song Contest. And before, I never thought about going on a stage that is that big, because I always thought like I'm just a small musician. I'm just trying to keep my shit together. I don't know, and that was the first step where I thought, okay, it might be possible. So I'm gonna try. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
3 years later.
3 years later. Someday, 3 years later. And what's great is you always see comments on various artists that say, "Oh, you must go to Eurovision." I mean, there's going to be people that have said you must go to Eurovision. They're now going to be so happy that you are in this moment here. I mean, obviously, always on the run. Sorry, always on the run. You're just on a ladder. No, but obviously, the original version is over 3 minutes, so that would imply that it wasn't originally intended for Eurovision.
No.
So when was the moment when you're like, yeah, this is good for Eurovision, I can put this forward?
I didn't have that moment.
Oh. Hopefully someone did they?
I was like, you know, I know Eurovision, and I always thought there are like 3 categories that are good for Eurovision, because that's what I hear the most.
Yeah.
It is love songs, it is trash songs.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
but fun trash songs.
Fun trash,
good trash songs. And it's also that sort of we are the world, one love, get up, stand up, kind of songs.
Uniting songs.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought my song doesn't have a happy ending, and this is sort of, I don't know if that fits. But you know, my label was like, why don't we try it with that song? And I was like, I mean, we can try, and I'd love to, but I don't think that will work.
Okay.
But it worked, actually.
It works.
And I'm totally fine with it.
You're fine being wrong. You're fine being wrong.
Yeah,
we're all wrong
absolutely.
in life.
Absolutely.
So between now and obviously Eurovision, I believe you're going to Amsterdam next week as well, and you've got the performance tonight in London. What does the next stage for you look like? Is it focusing on staging? Is it just general, like, being in the zone of
You mean here in London?
Between now and MALMÖ.
I mean, now it's just about having fun.
Absolutely.
And to celebrate the music with the audience, and to make them sing along with me. And it's less about to perform perfectly. It's more about like ride on that wave of energy, you know, and to be with the people over there. And it's the same thing I did last week, and it was fun. It was absolutely fun. I didn't thought about anything. I was just like, okay, now we're gonna have some party, and it absolutely worked. It was totally great.
You know what, Isaac? If everyone had your mentality, I think it'd be a fantastic contest. Keep that mentality.
I will.
To when you're
I'm
on
trying
stage.
to.
No, do keep it. And then the final thing. Do you have a message for your fans at home, the German fans, the international fans, or just the Eurovoxx fans?
Yeah, sure. You are all average. But that's perfectly fine, because I am too. Everyone is. And you gotta love yourself the way you are.
You are nothing but the average, even though you're special to some.
Yeah.
Isaac, thank you so much. You are an absolute gent. You are
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you so much.